fired up.
And we're live.
Hey, buddy, what is going on? What is going on?
Not much, man. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I am great. Weather down here is fantastic. Weather down here. Everything's coming up green down here, baby. It is a nice time.
Mm-hmm.
How is the cold north?
It's fine, man. It's beautiful up here.
Well, you can't leave your house, right?
I mean, I can. I leave my house every day. Fuck, our chat is already fucked up. I don't know. It just says something went wrong.
Again?
Yeah, and like,
so
settings are fine. Like, it's nothing I've changed. It's just something went wrong.
What's going on? Why is it wrong again?
I don't know, man. It's an error. I guess YouTube's got exciting changes that they're implementing that they haven't ironed out. So our chat has to suffer because of it.
Well, hang on. What the hell's going on here? Why are you coming up as live videos? Oh, there we are.
Possibly because it just started, but
oh, action isn't allowed. What do you got set up that we can't live chat?
On mine it says something went wrong. It doesn't say it's not allowed.
This one says not allowed.
Well, that's probably because something went wrong.
Well, because you probably have something blocked.
No, man. That's not it.
That's exactly what the problem is.
No, that's not it. I'm telling you, I have nothing set up to not allow chats.
We had this problem before.
And I fixed it. That's not what's happening.
Well, you didn't fix it this time.
That's not what's happening this time.
All right. We're not going to fucking argue here. This just means
you're
it's going to
wrong.
be a show.
You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
You're always right.
Yeah, not always, but I don't open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. And you're opening your mouth without knowing what you're talking about.
You just open your mouth sometimes to hear yourself talk. That is enough out of you.
I only open my mouth when I know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about. That's 2 weeks in a row video chat's been disabled.
That's
Whose fault is that? Is that my fault or your fault?
That's because YouTube fucked it up.
You're going to blame $1 billion company fucking up because you don't know how to make live chat.
It works every other week, man.
No, it doesn't. This is back-to-back weeks.
Yeah,
it hasn't worked.
Exactly.
So it hasn't worked in 2 weeks. You're doing something wrong.
No, fuck you. What are you doing? You haven't even done anything to help.
Want me to call YouTube or something? I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, that would help a lot more than yelling at me.
Because you're an idiot?
You're an idiot. What have you done to do it? You don't even know how to set up a chat. I set it up right. YouTube is fucking up.
Oh, YouTube. Okay, so now it's my fault and YouTube's fault.
Yeah, it is your fault.
It's Adam's fault. Never.
It's not my fault. I did it right.
I don't understand how you're saying you do it right. When I watch videos, I watch a show on YouTube almost every day, and I can comment on it.
I don't know, man. They don't like our channel.
Well, that's not big. They're probably fans of the Proud Boys. Proud Boys run YouTube.
Probably. Even the guys that watch our show, they said, yeah, last week the chat worked about an hour into it. It was nothing.
Perfect.
I didn't change anything an hour into it. It just randomly, YouTube decided that they'd allow us to have chat an hour into it for some random fucking stupid reason.
Oh, well, it happens, man. What are we going to do about it? We're going to sit here piss and moan about it? Or are we going to talk about how your week's been, man? It's been a week. How's everything?
Everything is good except for, now we have chat. Guess what? I didn't change a fucking thing.
Holy fuck, baby.
So I did it right. I did it the entire time. YouTube fucked up. You owe me an apology.
All right. Here's
where you can...
I'm sorry. I don't apologize to people in lockdown.
Apologize. You accused me of fucking it up, and I did not fuck it up.
All right. I'll give you a fucking apology.
Okay.
Adam, I'm fucking sorry. You're an idiot.
I'm not an idiot. I did everything right.
Listen, man, I don't care.
You were wrong. You were wrong.
I was right. You were wrong. I wasn't wrong.
You were wrong.
Was I wrong? I didn't say any fake news.
Yeah, you did. You said I fucked up the channel. You said I fucked it up, and I absolutely did not.
You are fired up already.
Yeah, so apologize.
Fucking shine.
Apologize.
Adam, I'm sorry that you're an idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot because I did it right the entire time. You're an idiot because you don't know how to work YouTube.
It's true. All right, I'm an idiot. Can you stop calling me an idiot?
Tell me you're sorry.
Tell me you're sorry, man. Tell me you're sorry.
Apologize. You owe me an apology.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now we can move on.
No, we can't move on because I can't get live chat now.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Look.
All I know is it's working on my account.
Well, good. That's all we need. Then I don't have to do anything. You can incorporate yourself with everybody else. We're fine. All right, Adam. Nice to see you, buddy. Now that we've got that awkward minute of you calling me an idiot, me calling you an idiot out of the way, it is nice to see you again today, sir.
It is good to see you.
It is
why
nice
our
to
show
see
is
you.
called No Offense, because no matter how bitterly and violently we argue, we're still buds.
Of course we are. We're always gonna be buds. I gave you an apology. I'm sorry, you're a fucking idiot.
Why do you say I'm an idiot, man? I did
I
everything
don't
right.
know. I can't drop other words I want to call you sometimes.
But I mean, I'm not an idiot. I did everything right this time.
Wow.
So don't call me an idiot. That's not fair.
Whatever, man. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm glad it's working now. Everybody thank Adam for being God. All that stuff.
I'm not God, but don't accuse me.
You want apologies, man. You got it. I'm sorry.
Well, when you're wrong, you got to apologize. When I'm wrong, I apologize. I know
You
that.
don't apologize for shit.
When I'm wrong, I do.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's it, man. Okay, let's go. Okay. Fuck. Jesus Christ, man. You already got me blowing off the rails, and we're 7 minutes past. All right, man. So, you know what's come back that I didn't think would ever come back that I got today?
What is that?
The stop and chat in the grocery store.
The stop and chat. Oh,
I thought for sure with COVID, the stop and chat was gone. It was like a hey, how you doing?
we don't got to chat. No, we don't want to do that.
No, now people down here are done with it. Now I get to stop and chat again. I'm like, for fuck's sakes, man. Like I don't hate people. I'm just like, dude, like, can we stop and chat outside?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're literally like, hey, man, I'm literally sitting in line. I can't go anywhere to chat in the cash out.
I'll be honest, man, I'm not ever a fan of the stop and chat. If I'm at the grocery store, I kind of want to do the groceries.
I usually have my headphones in, but I left them at home. No, I do. They're not even on. I just don't want people to bug me. So if you put headphones in, nobody says shit to you.
I don't have my headphones in, but you know what I do is I wear sunglasses, and nobody makes eye contact with you.
What?
They're not even really totally sure it's you.
What, do you wear that dark too? What are you, Corey Hart?
No, it's always bright indoors at a store. Inside at a grocery store, the lights are always on.
So
as soon as I go outside, I take them off. But while I'm inside shopping,
I love you. You're French. You're absolutely French. You're like,
while I'm inside shopping, nobody can really make eye contact with me because my sunglasses they're not really sure if it's me, and if they are, they don't really catch my eye. It works.
Wow. But then once you come outside, you're like, what's up, boys?
Well, I mean, if it's sunny out. If it's sunny out, I keep them on. If it's dark out, I take them off.
So you walk around like the fucking Unabomber when you're fucking doing good.
Yeah.
You got the hoodie on, the fucking aviators, and you are just mailing packages.
I'm not a social person when I'm out in the world. I want to keep to myself, get my task done, and go home.
You're really not a social person a lot, though. Do you know what I mean by that? Like,
I mean, I'm a social person in my own ways. I'm a social butterfly on my own terms. But when I'm out doing things, I don't like. I want to get my task done and then go home. And then when I want to go out and socialize, like I compartmentalize everything. This is my time to socialize. This is my time to get these tasks done. This is my.
I'm with you 100%. So like, I'm always social. I don't care, man. You give me a reason to have a beer, I'll have a beer. I don't really care.
Well, I don't drink beer, so.
No, dude, I don't even remember you drinking. I seen a photo of I was going through some photos.
Don't remember me drinking?
I remember you drinking, but like it's hard for me to see you with the beer in your hand. Does that make sense? Like I remember like that, but I don't remember like it's hard to picture you with the beer now. Like if you held even like a 0.5 beer, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're one of the few people that has drinking stories to tell about me.
But I don't, because that's not the way you are. That's the way you were. And we're not going to talk about that. The way you are now, and people go, has you ever drank up? Anybody ask me, like, hey, has Adam ever drank before? I'm like, yeah, a little bit, but like it wasn't his thing. You know?
I don't know that. I to be honest, I think
I'm trying to make you sound like a really good guy here. Like, let's not,
To be honest, I think I quit drinking because I liked it a little too much, if we're honest.
That's got to be hard.
Yeah.
Quitting something you like that night, like, yeah, I drink it. You're like, man, I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah. It was the right decision. Speaking of drinking, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking some pints.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it'll probably be my last week because we got the my weight reveal at the end of the show, which I didn't think was that big, but it is. And I got my buddy, and we're doing all kinds of cool stuff. So we're going to lose some weight, and you're going to keep me honest.
Nobody cares.
It's true. I'm going to say it anyways, just so people are shocked on how much I actually do weigh.
All
and
right.
then I'm going to lose weight.
All right. So what do we got for news?
What do we got for news today? What are we talking about today on today's show? We got North Bay stuff again.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Mom's the word apparently in North Bay on every front, which we'll get to. The great award that North Bay had prestiged on them.
North Bay has won an award.
That's amazing.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
And it wasn't a participation award either. You guys came first in something.
Yeah.
That's amazing. We're going to talk about my friend Bruce Potato Head.
Okay.
What else do we got? Well, let's touch upon the Lady Gaga situation, if you want.
Yeah, we got Lady Gaga.
That was a crazy week for Gaga, I would say. What else do we have today, man? Maybe
that was all the shit that I brought to you. What do you got?
Not that I read the same shit. That's all I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, we had the same shit. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing like. What else am I going to talk about?
Mr. Potato Head, Lady Gaga, North Bay news. That's pretty much it. It'll be a short show today.
Yeah, all right, sure.
I thought there was something else. Whatever. I thought you had something else. I don't remember.
I did too. But then we started arguing before the show. I led into the show, and now it's halfway through the show, and a quarter way through the. Who knows how long the show's going to be tonight? We were supposed to be a quick show last week. 2 hours later.
Yeah, it was a long show.
Jesus Christ. All right, man. So let's want to just jump in? You want to jump into North Bay first? Because if we have a lot of viewers, I'm sure they're kind of wanting to talk about it.
Sure, man. Let's talk about North Bay. North Bay won an award for the Code of Silence.
Code of Silence.
Code of Silence.
So like they have no outlets, like news outlets out there. They're not allowed to play music. What's the code of silence? Is it like a trick award? Is it something fun? Like what is the code of silence?
Outstanding achievement in government secrecy. They are number one for that.
So they're basically the KGB.
Pretty much. They're not answering any questions. They don't. This is awarded by journalists too. So journalists have a freedom to report on things, and they're saying that they're not allowed to report on anything when they try to work with the city of North Bay. They get no cooperation.
Really?
Yeah.
From like everybody, from the councillors all the way up to the mayor who doesn't even live in North Bay. That's what we're getting.
North Bay, yeah. That's what they're saying. I mean, I don't know if it's across the board, but they're saying that their experience is that this city is the worst at cooperating with freedom of information, things like that.
Wow. Now does that include like the police services as well, or are they just referring it to as the mayor's office?
I believe it's just City Hall.
Just City Hall. Okay. So the police give their daily stuff and they're okay for cooperation.
I haven't seen any mention of the police.
It's just City Hall.
That's my assumption, yeah. I've never heard City Hall hasn't really been brought up, so I don't think the police have not really been brought up, so I don't think they have anything to do.
So police are doing somewhat of a good job. Good job, guys.
Nobody's saying that.
Jesus Christ. Is there anything positive in North Bay? Anything?
So the Code of Silence Award is given out annually by the Canadian Association of Journalists, the Centre for Free Expression at Ryerson University, News Media Canada, and Canadian Journalists for Free Expression. Those are the groups that all combine to vote on which city gets this award.
I'm impressed the kids at Ryerson knew where North Bay was.
Well,
that's positive.
They can't just do it for places that they know. It has to be everywhere across Canada, right?
Well, that's Canada. That's not Ontario.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? Let me just. Good job, City Hall of North Bay. Good job. To win the award out of the whole country.
Yeah.
Now, I believe you guys placed second or third last year on that.
We were second behind a small town in Ontario as well.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason it's mind blowing to me is that if you're not willing to produce information, what are you hiding?
Yeah, a lot, apparently.
Apparently, they're hiding a lot. Now, some of it's come out. I know that when I was in North Bay, Al had just started, and they had a bunch of really bad counselors.
Yeah, well, Al's been in for 3 terms.
So 12 years. Yeah. It's been that long, eh?
Well, not quite. I think he's still got to finish this term to be 12 years, but yeah, he's coming up on that. Wow.
And the problem is that when he got in, the North Bay Taxpayers Association, I think it's called.
Yes. That was run by Gary Gardner, a guy who ran against him later on the platform that he would, if he ran, he would audit the previous administration. And now when he lost, and things got bitter, Gary Gardner and Al McDonald, they were doing a lot of mudslinging, fighting back and forth. And when Al McDonald finally did win, he said, "That's it. This is the last year I'm running. I don't want to go through that again. You guys don't need to audit me next time because this is my last term. I'm going to step down. It's all good. We're going to walk away peacefully."
So if they're not going to give you the information you want, I'm going to be a little journalistic here, which I should never be. If they're not going to give you the information you want, look at the information you're trying to get and see if you can get it from a different source.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Like, if something, like, it depends on what you're trying to get the information on.
Yeah, well, some information you can only get through city council, right? Like, there's some information you can only get through them. Like what are the details of, for instance, your purchase of hydro in, what is it?
Espanola?
Yeah.
Was it not blocking Espanola from buying North Bay Hydro?
Legal fees. No, they bought Espanola Hydro. City of North Bay bought Espanola Hydro.
I thought they blocked the city.
No, they spent $60,000 in legal fees to block any information from going public about their purchase of Espanola Hydro. Does that not sound a little bit fishy? That's part of the reason why they got that award.
Just if you didn't know, and you might not have, before I moved to North Bay, I spent all my summers in Espanola when I was a kid. So I'm familiar. I don't remember them having like a massive creation of power, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they have a dam or anything that like creates power. Why the fuck would you buy?
I don't think those details are that important, but it's
no. But if you're trying to buy it, why?
To make money off of Espanola, I guess. I don't know.
All the fucking towns. You picked a smelly one next to the island. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, but it seems pretty shady that they were able to do that, and they're blocking. They spent $60,000 in legal fees to block any information about that. There's also a marketing for the city that was awarded a $1.2 million contract, and they just coincidentally were the people that ran the last 3 campaigns for the mayor.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, help me out. Oh,
just happened to be the mayor's buddy got a contract. Imagine how that happened in North Bay. That never happens in North Bay.
Well, did you ever look into like running for mayor, like for politics in North Bay?
Not really, no.
So you have to produce all of your receipts.
Sure.
You're not allowed to go over X number of dollars.
Okay.
In signs and funding and all your radios, you have to show all your receipts. If you do not show all of your receipts or your receipts go over, you relinquish your position immediately.
Okay.
So funny thing is, if Al's like, I got to get my shit everywhere, he tells the guys, he goes, I'm probably going to win again. Mm-hmm. Give me a deal. Keep it all under this. I'll get you a contract. Not a problem, Mr. Mayor. So then that happens, right? Then you also had the Canada College fuck up.
So what you're saying is that he has his campaign that does media for him, and he underpays them. He pays them less money to work for him so that he doesn't go over the allowable budget, under the understanding that if they do a good enough job to get him elected, they get a $1.2 million contract. Bada bing, bada boom. You get your money one way or the other. You get more money that way.
Exactly. I don't have the proof. I'm just saying that's what happens because
no. We're not saying we have any proof, but it is a conflict of interest that should be investigated. However, we would like to have the proof, but filing a Freedom of Information Act is not going to get us that proof. We've already found that out. That's why this Code of Silence Award has been awarded to the North Bay City.
Yeah, so what's going to happen when he's done?
Well, I'd like to see someone like Gary Gardner become the mayor and file an audit on the previous administration.
It won't happen.
I know Gary Gardner has said that he's not going to run again, but there could be somebody of integrity that runs and does that. That would be great.
Wow. They need the 3 eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now there's other problems here. For instance, the former chief administrative officer was paid more than $200,000 for basically doing nothing. He was fired in December and still managed to make the Sunshine List the next year. So December he's fired, and then the next year he's on the Sunshine List after that.
Correct. That's what happens when you have a contract and you try and buy somebody out for so many years of service.
Well, right? But that's not what the city has said. The city hasn't said that.
Well, they must have said it.
No, they didn't. No, they have not said that. They haven't given any. They haven't commented on it one way or the other.
So they're still buddies then.
Yeah,
that's what that tells me.
Yeah, they're still buddies.
What was the CAO's name or whatever his name is?
I had it.
It was a male. I should know this, man. I think
I don't have it right now. But I don't have it. Actually, don't have it in my notes. But I had it before. Anyway, you can look that. That information is easily accessible.
Accessible. You and I know the shadiness of the North Bay. Mm-hmm. North Bay is stupid shady. I have all of North Bay. Don't think it's just City Hall. All facets of North Bay are shady. Mm-hmm. I will never tell you. I have a story about North Bay shadiness, but I can't say on the air. But like everything's about North Bay is shady. Mm-hmm. When you look at things like you look at like the way that like we talked about before in one show, like a female student dated an old teacher of ours, got a job beside the contract.
Okay, but we're talking about City Hall here.
But City Hall, so City Hall, we must look at maybe a family member of the mayor.
Like a brother? Like a brother, maybe? Maybe like a brother?
Maybe a brother.
Maybe a brother. A brother, hypothetically.
A hypothetical family member that may own a paving company.
Yeah.
And or they do a lot of things with black
with
things.
A black hat. A black top hat.
A top hat. You know what, man?
Black top hat.
If I was somebody, I would look into, anybody with a black top hat in North Bay, I might want to have a little peek into their business.
I'm just curious how often the city's paving gets done by a paving company that could or who does all the paving for all these streets?
Oh, I mean, you know what? I thought it was
year-round job somehow.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but I tell you.
Hey, who runs Heritage Festival? Oh, that's gone away.
That has gone away.
But there was that Summer in the Park. Who runs that again?
I'm not at liberty
I don't know.
to say.
I don't really remember. But the difference between Heritage Festival and Summer in the Park, Heritage Festival was run by the city. Summer in the Park is a privately ran festival that if any profits are made, the profits would go into the pocket of the person that runs the festival. Anyway, these are just things that I've raised an eyebrow at over the years. I don't really know if there's anything to look at there.
Well, before I left, as you know, I enjoy the occasional beverage. So I've stood at a few bars. I've stood on a Friday afternoon or Friday night when I'm done work. I've stood at a few establishments.
Okay.
When you're standing at the bar and you're there every Friday and you're with a few buddies who are a little higher up in the city or not even in the city, they're just knowing because they've been North Bay guys forever.
Sure.
You get a few of these in you and people start to talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is there anything interesting that you'd like to comment on?
My question to you is, and this is something I heard before I left, and I was like, that'll never happen. The city has so much property that they've taken from back taxes.
Oh, okay.
Literally taken it and just kind of thrown it away.
Okay.
So they're like, hey, the casino's going to be built, I think, on the old strip club.
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. I was like, don't backfill the shit out of that and then let it sit for a couple of years so everything like nice and packed down. I'm like, then you build up your casino. Yeah. The city's going to get its tax money back.
Obviously.
All the back taxes on it. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Then they're like, hey, we're building it on Pinewood or whatever. I'm like,
wait, what? They're building it on Pinewood?
Isn't the highway Old Calendar Road?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Right across from the Pinewood, right? Or is that the golf course?
Yeah, I know where the Pinewood is. Like the Clarion is what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's right across from the Clarion, is it not?
The Clarion is across from what?
The casino now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure where they've started building it yet. Have they started building it? Is it? Yeah.
Anyways, I would go look and see who owned that property before. So they didn't use the old mow. They said, no. They built it down the road onto some property. And I heard.
You heard?
I heard some people talk and said that may be owned by a company in North Bay.
Owned by a company in North Bay.
Brother, or a company's brother, or somebody's brother.
Who owns that company, though?
I don't know.
Oh, nobody knows who owns that company that owns it.
I don't know who owns it, but I'm just saying, if you looked into who owned that property beforehand,
yeah,
and then the city bought it, built a casino,
yeah, there's a lot of money that had changed hands over that, eh?
It would be.
Yeah,
it would be a lot of money.
It'd be a lot of money changing hands, and if it could be between people that know each other.
But it's like a brother's Christmas card.
Brothers? What do you mean, brothers?
What do you mean Christmas card? They celebrate Christmas too? They said, "Oh, here's your Christmas card, brother." Oh my God.
Anyway, it sounds like some of the secrets are out. I do want to give a big shout out.
Secrets are always out.
I do want to give a big shout out. We can't do this story. It would be wrong of us to do this story without mentioning the name of Donald Rennick. Have you heard of this guy?
D.D. Rennick.
Don Rennick. He has been an unsung hero of this fight against the city's code of silence.
Okay. You ever read his stuff in the?
I've read a little bit. I don't know if he's. Sometimes I'm a little bit worried he's a wacko, and sometimes I'm a little bit worried he's on the side of justice. I'm not quite sure which side he falls onto.
If you go, the Nugget should really take all of his articles from when he first started with the Nipissing Tax Association. I think that's what he was, right?
I don't know. I know Gary Gardner was part of that, but
yeah. So anyways, this guy went sideways. He just had enough. He's like, it's crooked. It's crooked. It's like, okay, I couldn't get this, but next time I'll get this. Crooked. I
have a short history here of.
Please do.
He's been battling with Al McDonald at city meetings since 2016.
Yeah.
Al McDonald's staff was told not to answer any of his questions, and that he's told to file a Freedom of Information Act if he has these questions. We all know that the city doesn't answer Freedom of Information Act questions. They've already established that's why they got this award for refusing to answer those things, right?
Yep.
For using all the taxpayers' money to fight the legal fees to fight releasing Freedom of Information Act. Don Rennick would show up with duct tape over his mouth to.
That guy's a hero.
Yeah.
He's not. He's had enough. He's gone so mad trying to help the people of North Bay who don't have a voice. He's like, screw this. I'll go clean shaven, and I will just put duct tape on my mouth and stand there.
So he shows up to these meetings knowing that he's not even going to get to speak in order to protest that he's been silenced. He's a tax-paying citizen in North Bay, and he's not allowed to ask questions. So he shows up and says, I'm here to say that I'm still here and I want to talk, and he puts duct tape over his fucking mouth, and the city still won't let him speak. That's wrong to me. That feels wrong to me. It feels like if you're a taxpayer, you should be able to speak at this open forum, right?
No.
Why?
Because it's North Bay.
Wow. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
Listen. This guy, this Don Rennick, he's a little crazy. He tends to ramble. Reminds me of me a little bit.
Okay.
He was a really smart guy. He really was.
Sure.
He really asked some questions. His only issue was that when he wasn't like getting the answers he wanted, he became very rude. He did. I watched some of his. But then didn't they close the council meetings after that? After he had duct tape on his mouth, and I think it made national news.
I didn't know that, but that would be cool if it did.
Because he ended up duct taping himself, and he was like, I'm being silenced by the city because they won't answer my questions.
Well, I know that they had virtual meetings, and before the virtual meetings, he actually forwarded his presentation to somebody in the city, and he said, just make sure that this is all okay. I want to make sure it's all okay. I just want to get to speak. I want to do whatever I can to speak. They went over it. They said everything's fine. They said if the mayor has any problem with it, please let us know ahead of time. He gets into this virtual meeting. He starts speaking. Less than a minute in, Al McDonald cuts off his mic and says, your presentation's done. We don't want to hear it. The guy did everything right.
Yeah, you know what, Adam? And that's what makes people go rogue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that makes people go rogue, and like people don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's so hard and frustrating where the guy a guy like that doesn't want to change the world. He wants to live in a happy city.
Yeah, he just wants to make sure his part of the world is operating correctly. The money that he pays taxes to is being used properly.
And he's the guy where, like, he's saying, like, the old lady who can't shovel her driveway that's been living on Lakeshore for 100 years. Yeah, I'm going to stand up for her because she doesn't have a voice.
Sure.
You know, I'm going to stand up for all these guys, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. The minute he does, the crookedness and corruption of North Bay is like, nope, we're done here. Adios. Because I remember that when he did his presentation, it went a little sideways because you got frustrated. They were like, anybody can speak now. You have to book your time through City Hall. And then we'll designate you a time allotted for your concern or your conversation, and then we'll move on.
Yeah. And they cut off his mic and told him he couldn't talk. So
was he being an asshole though?
I don't believe so. Like I said, he gave everything that he was going to say to the city and said, if anything's wrong with this, let me know. And they said, everything's fine. Everything's approved. And he still got cut off a minute into his presentation.
Hang on. Did somebody from the office, did the mayor approve it himself? Or was it one of his guys?
I believe it was someone representing the city that
why do I think that we should have a conversation with that person? Because if that person okayed it, gets on, and then the mayor goes, what the fuck? We're done here, and then shuts it off. I guarantee that person got reprimanded.
Well, they probably did, but I believe that they, according to the article I read, it sounded like they gave the mayor opportunity to go over it, and maybe he didn't bother to or something. I don't really know, but the person did what they were supposed to do to be able to speak. According to this article, it's on Beta Day. You can find it pretty easily.
Yep.
If you look Don Rennick if you Google that on, not Google it, but if you Beta Day it, you can find all this information. You can read it for yourself and fact check whatever I'm saying. Because again, it's been a little while since I read it. With that said, I think we've got to give congratulations to Don Rennick. He's been proven right. Gary Gardner been proven right. And if you're ashamed of our city getting the Code of Silence Award, you gotta thank Al McDonald for that one.
Hang on. It gets even better.
Okay.
Remember the Bean today and the Nugget they call him up and they go, Mr. McDonald, are we planning to see change from you? And he goes, not a chance. I ain't changing shit. He doubled down on corruption.
Wow.
I love it.
Al McDonald doubles down on corruption.
He's like, no, I'm not changing nothing. I can't see anything changing in the near future. I'm like, dude, like at this point, you take all the money you've made and you go to the company that wears the top hat, and then you say, let's go to Guatemala, and we're just going to have to live our lives out there.
All right. I think we've got everything we've got to say about this story, eh? You got any more to say?
Stay classy, McDonald.
Fuck
Stay
the mayor.
classy.
How about this, Jean-Marc? Do you want to challenge the mayor to a gentleman's duel for ownership of the city? Winner gets to be mayor. I got my money on you, my friend.
Done. Whatever he wants to do. He wants pistols at dawn, pistols at noon, pistols in the evening.
Whoa. I just spent a fist fight.
Oh, no. I'll die for your city. I'll come back.
Whoa. We're not going to talk about shooting the mayor on this show.
No, a gentleman's duel. Pistols at dawn.
How about a fist fight at dawn?
I don't want a fist fight.
Whatever he agrees to. He's going to agree to it, though, right? Whatever he agrees to.
A card game.
Card game, sure. I'd rather see a fist fight. I don't know if I have my money on you for a card game over the city, but a fist fight.
Fuck, you think I'm going to lose? It's crooked. Probably put it.
That's right. Well, that's why I wouldn't bet on you in a card game against Mayor Al McDonald, because we all know he's going to cheat.
Oh, he's Eddie Guerrero. The mayor's Eddie Guerrero.
Nowhere near as charismatic as Eddie Guerrero.
Oh no, fuck no. Mamacita. No. To be honest with you, I'll fight him. Fist fight him wherever he wants. You know what? Right. We'll go to his town. We'll go to Callender Square, downtown Callender, the home of the mayor of North Bay. We'll fist fight.
Well, speaking of fighting, let me ask you this. You're a dog owner, right?
Dog. I prefer dogs than humans, my friend.
How hard would you fight to protect your dog?
How hard would I? Oh, I'd die.
Yeah?
I would honestly.
Would you take a bullet for your dog?
Hell yeah. Take 2 bullets.
Would you take a bullet for a dog that you were just walking that was somebody else's that maybe you had some affection for?
You know what? Almost everybody with the fucking mayor in North Bay. I'm calling his ass out.
Well, I think you know what I'm getting at here. Lady Gaga had her dog stolen. Her dog walker was shot while protecting her dogs. Two of them were taken. One of them he managed to save. He lied bleeding, saying that he was shot in the lung as he was bleeding on the sidewalk. I don't know if he was actually shot in the lung. He's apparently stable. I don't think you'd be able to say, I was shot in the lung if you're actually shot in the lung, but he believed he was. He was shot in the chest from what I hear, though.
Shot in the chest?
Yeah, shot in the chest for sure. Probably not shot in the lung, but he believed he was.
Wow.
The name is
Ryan. Where did this happen? Sorry.
I believe it was L.A. This was Ryan Fisher. Dog walker was shot once, bleeding out his lung.
How'd that happen?
They rolled up in a car. They believe it was a Nissan Altima or possibly a Sentra. Car rolls up and they go, give me your dog. And he starts fighting back. Give me your dogs. There's three of them. He's fighting back and they get into a real serious fight. One of them's holding the guy back while the other one's hitting him. And finally the people stealing the dogs pull out a gun and shoot him. And that's when he relinquishes the dogs and they take two of them and he still manages to save one of them. And then Lady Gaga is offering a $5,000 reward, no questions asked, to anyone that can retrieve these dogs. My question to you is, what do you pay the dog walker that took a bullet to protect your dogs if you're willing to pay people $500,000? Did I say so? Yeah, $500,000 to return their dog. What do you pay the guy that took a bullet protecting your dog?
Oh man, I don't know where to start with this. I'm going to say this, and I love Lady Gaga, but you just made me say this in my head.
What?
Fuck Lady Gaga.
Why fuck Lady Gaga?
Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I thought in California they weren't allowed guns, so I'm already questioning the shooting. Two, what's this dog walker look like? This motherfucker got shot and still saved the dog?
Yeah. He's
that's got to be
one of the two dogs.
That's got to be one of the biggest motherfuckers ever. That guy's a hero. That's John Wick in my books.
Yeah, his name is Ryan Fisher. We need to say his name, Ryan Fisher. I don't know if I'd say he's a
Ryan
big dude.
Fisher.
Sound pretty effeminate while he was getting beat up. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey, man, he stood up to these attackers.
He took a fucking bullet and still saved a dog.
I know. That's incredible.
Fucking that's what I'm saying. Shoot somebody in the ass. I'm not saving the dog. But Kessel, run.
They shot him in the chest.
They got shot in the ass. I know, but I'm saying, right when I got shot in the ass, fuck Kessel, you son of a bitch. I'm going to love the next Kessel.
So what do you pay this guy? You're willing to pay $500,000 to get your two dogs back? What do you pay to the guy that got shot saving the one dog and protecting the other two?
Okay, here's what she should have taken.
He's set for life. She's gotta pay him $2 million if he's paying $500,000 to get these dogs back from a robber, right?
No, here's the thing.
No.
Hear me out. Why not put up the fucking $1 million to get the fuckers that shot him? They're like, I want the dogs back. Her PR group fucked that one up.
Because they want to make sure the dogs come back safe.
Fuck that.
That's the goal at the end of the day is, I agree. Justice would be put a fucking bounty on these assholes' heads and fucking kill them dead or alive. Here's $2 million. But that's not going to get you the dogs back in one piece. That's why she's saying, here's $500,000. No questions asked. That's more than what you're going to get if you try to sell these dogs out.
No questions asked. The dog walker was shot defending your dogs.
I know, and it's wrong. It's wrong. That's why I say you got to give the dog walker way more than you're giving these guys.
Man, Adam, dude, you've seen what I do for you. My dogs, putting only up that much money, you put them up to get rid of the fucking guys who shot your employee.
Yeah, you're rewarding a guy for shooting your employee is essentially what it is. It's wrong.
Hey, 500,000. No questions asked. Toss it at him. Dude, for the dogs, fuck you.
You think Lady Gaga's kind of a cunt?
Poke her face. How you like damn apples? No, here's the thing. I'll poke her in the face. No, here's the issue, man. PR put a wrong spin on that, right? Do you know what I mean?
I don't think they had a spin to put on it. She wanted her dogs back. She didn't want these guys arrested.
Well, why? Dude, they shot her employee.
I agree. I think we can question Lady Gaga's motives, but we can't question the PR team. They can't change the fact that she's putting money on getting her dogs back. They can't spin that into anything other than that.
Listen, you get shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hunting that guy down.
Yeah, that'd be the right thing to do.
Correct. And I'm telling them I'm coming.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go 500,000 for the head of the motherfucker that shot at him.
Who? Wait, isn't there a movie about this? What is it, John Wick or?
I go full John Wick.
Yeah, is that who it is? Is it John Wick who kills people for taking their dog or something?
But I got a cigar, a bottle of Jack Daniels, a big sombrero, a donkey, and 3 shotguns, and I'm shooting everybody.
Well, we're looking for a Nissan in LA. Good luck.
I think that would be pretty easy, actually, if it's in LA. We're looking at BMWs and Mercedes, and look for a rusted piece of shit Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
Now, the dogs have been returned. Am I correct on this?
They have. Yeah, they have. And a woman brought the dogs to a police station. For whatever reason, they've asserted that this woman is in no way, shape, or form involved in the robbery. How she got the fucking dogs, I don't know, other than being involved in the robbery. But she returned the dogs to Lady Gaga.
Who are those 2 fucking idiots from Home Alone?
Oh,
the Sticky Bandits.
And Harry and Merv, I think?
Harry and Merv. That's the kind of, those criminals, that's exactly what happened. They're like, hey, we can make a couple quick $1,000. Steal those fucking dogs. We'll sell them off to like a random white chick so she can put them in her purse and we'll fucking be rich. All right, we'll go on a big weekend. They fucking shoot the guy, it goes south, they shoot the guy. Then it's like, oh no, it's Lady Gaga. And all of the world is looking for you. You're like,
yeah.
Oh, what?
So what do you think now? Now that they've got the dogs back, should they be looking for the people that stole these dogs?
It's America. Yeah. I don't think they will.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think, fuck it, he's safe, he's fine. Gaga, write that guy a check, $2 million.
Well, what's dangerous about it is if they go after these guys, the next time something like this happens, you're less likely to get the dogs returned. That's the only dangerous thing about it.
Yeah, but yet again, you shot somebody. Is there not like a trump card here?
I agree 100%. I think you shot someone, you need to be held accountable. And I think we need to find these guys.
Listen, I like animals more than I like people. I say this all the time.
So let me ask this. Who's the victim?
Oh, the fucking dog walker, obviously.
I would say that too. So it should be up to him whether we go after the fucking guys that shot him. Never mind the guys it's the story is the people that stole Lady Gaga's dogs. Never mind that. The guy that shot Lady Gaga's dog walker needs to be brought to justice.
Dogs are back now?
Yeah.
Yo, dogs are back? Okay, what's going on? Oh, now we're going after the guy that shot Lady Gaga's dog walker.
Yeah,
the dogs are returned. Dogs are now second fiddle.
Even if you really think about it, even before that, maybe it should have been the conversation should have been bring justice for Ryan Fisher who got shot.
Then when I tell people that like the human life is the cheapest thing in the world to people, and they look at me funny, and I go, if you think about it, literally Gaga paid $500,000 for the return of her dogs, no questions asked. Didn't give a fuck about the poor dog walker walking her fucking dogs.
Yeah, it's not right, man.
You know, and I would assume Gaga's got a fucking mansion with a fucking 25-acre yard. Let the dogs run.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Even rich people don't have a huge yard in LA, but she's probably got a big enough yard. Yeah.
Dude, she's got a big enough. We probably got a big enough yard, bigger yard than you and I combined, and I got like 3/4 of an acre.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. When do we start feeling bad? When do we start feeling bad for celebrities? I don't feel bad for Gaga. I feel bad for Gaga's dog walker.
I agree. I feel bad for Ryan Fisher. That's who I feel bad for. That guy's the hero of this story.
He's more than a hero. This guy's a fucking legend.
Took a bullet for these dogs that weren't even his. Saved one of them. Couldn't save 2 of them. And we put a $500,000 bounty on getting the dogs back. No questions asked. That's kind of shitty.
I'd fucking shoot Gaga.
Well, like I said, he's got to at least ask for a raise at that point, right?
Wow. I want 3% of your next album sales.
I'm just saying, what do you got to do to earn a raise in this fucking world? That's got to be it.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, next time my employee trying to say, like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'd be like, Lady Gaga's dog walker got shot and saved one dog. You can't do this for me?
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh.
I don't know. I think that the no questions asked thing is a little bit much, but I get it. You want to get your dogs back.
Is that America, though? Is that America in a nutshell?
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's America in a nutshell. Is that America in a nutshell? Why do you say that?
I don't know, because, like, I'm looking at it and thinking to myself, like, the dollar ultimately rules in America, right?
It ultimately does, absolutely.
Right? Like, Trump ran, Trump wins. I don't want to bring about Trump, but, like, he does that, and then all of a sudden now it's like, I'm like, oh, money just talks in America. Are you trying to tell me that they're going to just walk away from attempted murder?
I mean, it is attempted murder. I'd imagine if they ever find a way to figure out who these people are, they're going to be held accountable. But Lady Gaga is not going to have anything to do with it.
Here's a question for you.
Sure.
Gaga finds this on the internet, finds this talking. She gives you a fucking ring-a-ding-ding or me. Want to be my dog walker? Are you going to be Lady Gaga's dog walker?
That's how much are we getting paid?
I don't even know at this point if I would even. Well, just yes or no. You're getting paid good. You're getting paid 40,000 American to walk the dogs.
40,000? No, I wouldn't do it for 40,000.
That's 50,000. But you only got to watch Gaga's dogs.
Like what? Like an hour a week? An hour a day, maybe?
An hour a day.
$40,000 for an hour a day's work? Maybe, yeah. I got to move to LA, though, right?
Hard no.
Hard no? Why?
She's a bitch. She's not a good employer. She's proved her point. Literally, you got shot. She's like Jeff Bezos. Don't give a fuck about his employees.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Ellen DeGeneres. Just hates her employees. Walk my dog. Shut the fuck up. You got shot. You saved one dog. Fuck you. We're done.
Yeah, like I said, man, she'd better be fucking paying that guy. That's all I have to say, really.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed, Lady Gaga.
Yeah, you think she's a cunt?
I like Lady Gaga, man. I love Lady Gaga. I love her. I love her tunes. Let's not get into my music taste again because I'm still pissed off from last week. But I was kind of like, I love Lady Gaga. Now she's being a bitch to her fucking dog walker.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it is a terrible thing to do. Is you're saying, I get that you want your dogs back, but no questions asked. We're not going to investigate. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you go scot-free if you return my dogs. Fuck you.
Exactly. Fuck you.
The guy took a bullet for those dogs.
Imagine that. Taking a bullet for a dog.
You're like, that guy's not important. Give me my dogs back.
Give me my dogs back. That's all I want. No. I just go, fuck that. I'd sue Lady Gaga. You know who's going to? He's probably not going to pay him. But she better pay for his medical bills. If she doesn't pay for her medical bills.
Here's what I think is I feel like the fact that he hasn't said anything about trying to catch the perpetrators yet, I feel like she's probably paid him pretty handsomely already.
I would hope so. I would honestly hope so. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just, you know what? I'm happy. I'm just happy the guy lived.
Yeah.
Man, Lady Gaga, I'm just disappointed in you.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm not, you know what? I'm just disappointed. Because there's a time when you can use your money for good. And we've seen money being used for evil a lot lately, it seems. So to me, it was like, hey, $500,000. You find this motherfucker.
Find this motherfucker, dead or alive.
Dead or alive. I don't even care. I want somebody to go crazy in Hollywood with money. I want them to go, fuck it. You know what? For fucking goddamn $500,000, you bring me the head of this guy right here. And they go, all right, we're done. We'll get it done. Because like dogs dead or alive, you know what, man? I've lost a few dogs. I've lost a few pets. I've cried for a long time. It hurts losing an animal more than a family member, I think. But
I don't know about that.
Well, a pet, right? I mean, a pet. I don't know what's going to happen when Kessel goes. Hopefully, that's 10 years down the road. But like, man, like I don't know, dude. Like, I understand, like, where guy goes like, hey, 500,000, bring back the pet. But dude, like, you're an employee. Like, if I have to choose between like a human being and an animal, I choose the human being every day of the week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Fucking.
So to me, I just put the human first.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what? That's just me being a fucking conservative who cares about people. I mean, I put people over pets. You know,
is that a conservative? I think that's more of a liberal.
Well, are we switching sides here? Are we slowly switching sides?
I don't know about that.
No, here's the thing.
I like that last week. You're like, I'm only a conservative for the worst candidate in the history of the universe.
What did Trump do during his presidency? Who did he kill?
Everyone that got corona under his administration.
All right. So then Trudeau's really fucked up, right?
Sure, yeah.
No, okay. I don't. You know what? Somebody one of our viewers had messaged me personally and said, talk about the Syria bombing. We're going to move right along from that.
Yeah, he bombed Syria, but what did he do? He contacted them before he did it, right?
Who?
Trump. He bombed an airport. He bombed an airport in Syria and contacted Putin, who was Russian. Russia and Syria shared an airport, and he said, "We're going to, you guys evacuate the building, and we're going to bomb it." This was fucking years ago, though. This was like early in his administration. Is that what you're not talking about?
You're not
talking about something else?
You not heard about Biden blowing up Syria this week?
Oh no, I haven't. Did Biden blow up Syria? I didn't.
They've been bombing the shit out of Syria all week.
Yeah, I don't have cable, so I miss a lot of news unless I.
No! I don't even watch it. This happened on the intranet.
Oh, okay.
I was watching it. No, just one of our guys had messaged me, and they're talking about pulling the nuclear codes from all the presidents, so they need Biden to okay it.
They're talking of pulling the nuclear codes from the president.
Yes.
And they need Biden to okay it.
And he's going to okay it. It sounds.
So they're taking it from Biden, who is the president, but they need Biden to approve it. Correct. It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, because they're using it on the premise that they don't want Trump to have like a Trump light person to have them. So well, Biden will listen to us. It's Biden. He's old and he's like an old man. He's like a withered old man.
That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. But there's a lot to open up there.
Yeah, I don't want to open that up. I don't want to open up that can of worms. We're having a good show today. I would like to talk about my friend, Bruce Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
No, Bruce. I'm calling him Bruce. The name has been dropped, my friends.
Well, he was Mr. Potato Head, and they're now going to a gender-neutral name, just Potato Head.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What the fuck is Mrs. Potato Head gonna do? Now she's single after all these fucking years?
Here's the thing. I'm the only one that remembers this, but Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head came in the same box when I was a kid.
You're a comedian, you didn't even know it. That's awesome.
No, but am I wrong?
Well, Ken
Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Basically, the difference between Mr. Potato Head, like he's already the fucking transgender toy of the universe. He began being a transgender toy. It's Mr. Potato Head. He's got fucking boy eyes. He's got fucking boy lips. You take the eyes off, you put the fucking eyes with makeup on and the fucking kissy lips on, and it's Mrs. Potato Head. Take him off and he's back to a boy. Take him back and he's a girl. He's like the transgender toy to begin with.
Then you strap one on and it's Mr. Potato Head again.
So why is it offensive that he's no longer Mr. Potato Head when he should have just been Potato Head all along?
Why? Because Potato Head is a potato head.
Yeah.
No, that sounds so fucking stupid.
So you don't like that he's just Potato Head now?
No.
He's got to be Mr. Potato Head.
Correct.
Why?
Because I've liked all the fucking 4 Toy Story movies. Or 5. How many fucking Toy Story movies?
You could be Mr. Potato Head because...
No, we can't. I need Disney to cancel Toy Story now. Pull it.
How about this? We'll compromise. This is a compromise that I think will make everyone happy, all right?
All right.
Instead of Mr. Potato Head, instead of Mrs. Potato Head, instead of just Potato Head, we start calling him Professor Potato Head.
Oh, we call him Caitlin.
Professor Potato Head is gender neutral.
Professor. Why does he got to be a professor? Why can't he be a doctor?
He got upgraded. Sure, Dr. Potato Head, but Professor Potato Head has alliteration. Dr. Potato Head works too.
All right, I'll give that to you. Sure.
Professor Potato Head.
You know what, Adam? Let's do it. Why even stop there? Let's get Dr. Potato Head, Nurse Potato Head. Let's get fucking construction worker Potato Head. Let's get fucking hoster Potato Head. Sure. Let's get all kinds of potato heads.
Sure.
That I'm game. Let's do it.
But why don't we just
let's get alcoholic potato head.
Call the game Professor Potato Head.
Because, man, they're going to put books with them.
So
associated
he got an upgrade. He's upgraded himself. He or she or they or them have upgraded themselves, and now they're professor instead of just Mr. or Mrs. They're now a professor of potato headology.
It's true. I just dropped my mic. Hopefully that didn't hurt.
I know. I was trying to distract everyone from that.
Thanks, man, because the big crash in my ears didn't hurt me at all. No, you know what, man? I can get behind that. And okay. I think that's what they should do.
Yeah, I agree.
Whenever they got to change something,
run it by us.
That's it. Hey, guys.
We've solved the world's problem once again.
Then again, Professor Potato Head's on the case.
Professor Potato Head.
Detective Potato Head.
Detective. Oh, listen, I'm not saying we have to go with my idea because I said Professor Potato Head, but I like because it's got alliteration.
I like that.
Yeah, the alliteration. Doctor works, it does the same thing, but it doesn't have any alliteration.
You know what? That's a great idea, Adam. You know what? You're great. And in Russia, they just call it vodka, and we're all good.
There we go. So what do you think? Are we done the show?
No, man. What else do we want to talk about, man? We've only been on for about an hour. You got something else you want to go over?
Well, the other thing I want to talk about is if we're ending the show. So
you want to end her or do you want to not end her?
Well, you put in a story if you want to talk about it in the group thing that I don't know anything about, but
I just got to go over which one you were talking about.
It involved a teacher and OnlyFans.
Oh,
I don't have any of the details, so you got to fill me in on this.
Okay. Wow. That was last week. Woman claims kids expelled from school because of her $100,000 a month OnlyFans account.
$100,000 a month? Sorry, say that again. $100,000 a month?
$100K a month, baby, to show off her goddamn titties.
I say the kids don't need an education anymore.
And got kicked out from a Catholic school.
They don't need to go there.
Okay. Now, Adam, if that kid needs a babysitter, I'm in free of charge.
Yeah.
That kid needs a tutor. I know somebody.
Yeah, I'm looking at this woman.
I've looked at her, my friend.
It looks like
it
looks like someone that I used to make YouTube videos with. Is that Mommy Clobber? No, I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Just an old YouTuber that used to be on SourceFed back in the day, but no, it's not her.
Do you know that?
No, it's not. It's not her. It looks a lot like her. But
do you know that, broad?
No, I don't.
Where do we draw the line?
What do you mean? In what? In terms of what?
Okay. Where do we draw? So this child was. So if you don't know, the kid was kicked out because somebody found out that his mom was making $100,000 off of OnlyFans for doing the content. We're thinking about going to OnlyFans. You and I. No, I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna try it. No,
we're not. So anyway, go on with your question.
I might try it. I don't know.
You want to put your balls on OnlyFans? You go right ahead. I have nothing to do.
I might get paid. Okay. I'm probably broke. But anyways, where do we draw? Like, so they found out that she was on.
Where do we draw the lines in terms of what?
When is it okay to kick a child out for what their parents do?
It's not ever.
Ever. I'm with you, but this is a Catholic school. So Catholic schools, we went to Catholic school. Like our parents, if you don't know how it works, I'm sure it does because you pay taxes on your house. Where do you want your taxes to go? You just click on the school board you want it to go to. So then your kid can go to that school or whatever have you. Here's the issue to me is that it's a private school, so they have to pay to go to that school. It's a Catholic school, it's not Canada. They kicked them out. They said, we're a private school, we can kick out whoever we want. If we don't want Jay on there, we don't want Jay and Adam together, they're both gone. Where do they draw? Like, where do we draw the line? We don't have control over what our family's done or does.
I don't think that you should be able to kick a child out of a school because of anything their parents do.
Are we at the point now in society where you do a criminal background check on mom and dad? You do a credit check. You look at where the fuck they live. You look at this. You look at that. You look at this. That to me screams that we're going in reverse.
I think that the child should be allowed to go to school as long as they aren't being disruptive while in the school.
Correct. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, did like a teacher's wife like dive this woman out?
I don't know. I haven't really read the article, so I'm relying on you to tell me this stuff.
No. Like they're literally saying like all that basically happened is a bunch of words. Junior gets kicked out of the school because somebody found his mom had an OnlyFans page and was making $100,000 a month. And they told him to leave.
Does it matter? Let me ask you this: does it matter that she's making $100,000 a month as opposed to say $100 a month?
No, to me it doesn't matter. And I'm not going to lie to you. If there's any women watching this, I guarantee they've sent at least one nude to somebody. At least one. This woman's just getting paid for it.
That's right. We've got our chat working once again. You think Mrs. Potato Head had an Only Mashed account? Says Droog Nukem. We love you, Droog.
It's true. She did. Plenty of fish. Plenty of spuds. But no. So, like, where do we draw the line, Adam?
Where do we draw the line? Like I said, we don't. We let parents live their life freely and their kids go to school as long as they're not being disruptive is where I stand. Where do you stand?
I'm in the same way, man.
Okay. So
because I think that education, I think the school should be shut down and the principal or whoever kicked that kid out, he's got to go.
Yeah, I feel like the people that made that decision, they should be fired. And possibly in the long run, if you're making $1.2 million, $1.2 million. Yeah.
A year, yep.
A year. Yep. If you're making that kind of money, maybe it doesn't matter if your kid's getting an education. Just saying.
No, but at the same spot though, like you want to make them education so they don't have to use their God-given talents, literally God-given talents, to do it, right? Like, yeah. I mean,
I look, I'm being a bit
facetious,
sure, a little bit being hyperbolic, a little bit, whatever. I know I'm saying that you don't need an education. Of course, I want to see the kid get educated. Of course, I want the kid to do what they want to do in life and whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm saying this family is still laughing. They're still doing like.
Oh, dude, absolutely. For like, you could literally pay a teacher to teach this kid, homeschool this kid.
Yeah.
Literally, you'd be like, "Fuck it, here."
You can get him any kind of education you want.
$100,000. I'll give you 2 weeks my own 2 week salary to teach my fucking kid for a year. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's what I like to hear. Tiger Woods. Did we talk about Tiger Woods last week?
No, that was supposed to be this week.
Tiger Woods, massive accident. Looks like he's going to be retired officially from golf.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't suck. I'm happy he's alive.
Yeah, well, it's good that he's alive.
Last Sunday, before we went on the show, I was watching golf. They put Tiger Woods on this random golf tour. He looked horrible. Looks like he was drunk. Looked really tired. Looked like he went on a weekend bender. And then the day after, he rode his car off on Monday. It looks like he's probably going to keep his leg. Both legs he's going to keep. There was touch and go that he wasn't going to keep his legs. So he was almost Lieutenant Dan. Looks like he's going to pull through.
Thank God he's keeping his legs and doing well.
That's it, right? And to me, he rolled his car on a straight stretch. Alcohol, they're saying, wasn't involved, but they haven't rolled out everything yet. They're keeping it pretty close, tight. They're saying Tiger Woods is going to survive. But at what point, Adam, do you get your own driver?
I'm surprised he doesn't have his own driver, actually.
How rich do you have to be? How much money do you have to make for you to go fucking and buying a driver?
Well, it depends. Do you like driving?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. So I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I'd ever have a driver. Depends on a lot of things. How much am I traveling? That might be the question.
Yeah, because if you're always traveling, I think I would have a driver. Like if I'm home, probably don't need a driver, right? Like I'm just I'm going to the store, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I may have a security guard, but I'm probably not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. But like if I'm out traveling all the time, I'm just hiring a company. Like fuck this.
Yeah.
You want me to go to your cup? Get me a driver. I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive around in fucking downtown Montreal or, like driving around where we live. Yeah, I'll do that all day.
Mhm.
I'm out somewhere? No, man, just get me a driver.
So you're saying Tiger Woods should have a driver?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because
does he do a lot of driving?
Well, he's gotten a DUI before.
Okay. Well, in that case, it might be a good investment.
I'm not going to say Tiger was drunk. I'm just saying that Tiger Woods ended up flipping his car, and I'm like, at what point do you just say it almost died? I'm like, at what point?
Flipping his car on a straight stretch with a history of DUIs. It paints a picture.
It does, but apparently alcohol wasn't a factor, so I'm going to give it to Woodsy.
Alcohol wasn't a factor.
But they didn't say if there was any other type of drug.
I'm just saying that sometimes when a celebrity is arrested or involved in an accident, they get preferential treatment.
So what we've known now, if we take the beginning of the show to the end of the show, it seems that the code of silence goes on everywhere.
The code of silence exists everywhere, folks.
Is that not kind of the moral of today's story, friends?
That is the that is the moral of all of the stories except for the Potato Head story is Lady Gaga, code of silence. I will not say a word if you return my dogs. North Bay, code of silence, and the police officers if you're a celebrity. The code of silence exists everywhere.
That's it. I think
that's going to be our new catchphrase, code of silence.
That's it. I'm going to take the code of silence shirt on. That's it for me, man. Just so you know, my weight is 265 pounds.
We got a comment here. From what I've read, he just likes to drive. He's not great at it. That's Daryl Anderson says that.
Well, you know what? His wife wasn't really good at chipping until she found him.
What do you mean?
Daryl will understand that comment.
Okay.
No, Tiger Woods' wife hit him in the face with a 9-iron.
Oh.
Wasn't good at chipping until she found him.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
so he likes to drive. Let him drive. Makes sense. I like to drive.
Yeah, but dude, you're worth like fucking $300 million. And you were trending on Twitter the day before for being fucked up and doing a fucking doing an on-air interview. Last thing you want to do is drive.
Was he fucked up in an interview before he was driving?
That's what they were saying online.
Have you seen this interview? I haven't seen it. I don't. Yeah,
I thought he was fine. I thought he was fine. Watch it live. I'm gonna get him off that. Like it looked like he was shit faced, man. So it looks like they just like peeled him off a bar stool in the clubhouse. It was like, come do an interview.
So he was drunk. How long after this interview was he in the accident?
Next day. It was the next day.
The next day. Okay. Well, that doesn't mean he was drunk the next day.
No, but what I'm saying is like if you look at the coincidences, right? And that's why I was like, get him off the fucking air. What are you doing? He's all tired. There's memes all about him and everything. Like when you go out too late, you got to work the next day. And he's got like big red eyes and he looks all fucked up and he's slurring his words. And
yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't be inconceivable for him to be hungover if he was that fucked up the next day or the day before.
That's what I mean, right? But
if he's a celebrity, he might just say, I'm free to have another drink in the morning and hair the dog to cure my problems, and next thing you know, he's
next thing you know, code of silence is upside down.
Code of silence strikes again.
That's it, man. That is it, little cost. That's it for me, man. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, the only thing that I want to say is, folks, we are going to start a Facebook fan page that's different than a group page. What we have now is a group page that it's a little bit like most people don't know. I mean, we've all Facebook's a big part of our life, so I don't want to talk down anybody that doesn't know, but I'm going to explain like a group. You can interact with everyone. Everyone just posts something to a group. A Facebook page is more of Jean-Marc and I are going to post things, and
JM and I, yep.
People will be reading it, and so that's what a Facebook fan page is. We prefer the group page where everybody is posting. We want people to post stories in the group. However, Facebook doesn't push out stuff from a group. It only pushes things in the group to people in the group. Whereas a fan page, if one of you comments on something on our fan page, other people who aren't on the fan page can see it and they might go, oh, I'd like to join that. Whereas if you comment on something in a group, only people in the group will see it. If you understand that small difference, that means a lot to us because we're trying to grow this thing. So we're going to make a fan page in the hopes that it'll get our stuff out there farther. And what we're going to do is we're going to invite everyone that we can. We're hoping you guys will all support us on this fan page. We're going to make that page right after the show goes off the air. And it might be an hour or so, depends on how long it's going to take. We're going to send you guys all invites and look forward to those invites.
Yeah, so guys, make sure that you like and subscribe to that page. We also love the group. The group does create a lot of content and a great conversation for us.
Yeah.
Adam and I are going to go on the fan page. We're going to do a lot more stuff on that way. We just want to get more eyes to us so that you guys, the content you guys enjoy, we can also, and more people can enjoy as well. That's what we really want.
We feel it's, the group is necessary because we want to interact with people. We want people to bring stories to us. Here's some cool stuff that we want to hear your opinion on. So we're not going to shut that down. We're going to keep that. And we encourage you guys to keep posting in that because that's where you can tell us, here's some stories that I want to hear you guys talk about. The fan page is what's going to get us out there further. So we're going to have two. We're going to have a fan page and a group that is, the group's more intimate. The fan page is sort of like, you like our content, so you like our fan page.
That's it, guys. We're really stoked. Most likely we're going to do some bigger things this year. Almost got a full year down the road now. Almost a full year, man, which is kind of exciting. So I'm very excited for what's to come in the future.
Yeah, man. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for those invites into the new fan page. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day. See you next week.